Welcome back, Orleans, to more Tex Murphy.
The bricks in this section of the cell wall look a little loose. Maybe this is my only way out. This wall looks pretty shaky, and I'd just as soon avoid a cave-in. I've got to create a hole large enough for me to crawl through, but it'll have to be perfectly square with no other gaps.
So basically the point of this is to move the bricks around so that you can fit through. But they need to be set on bricks smaller or larger than them. It's basically just a rearranging game. And we got to get this hole empty so that Ding-a-ling can get through it.
I guess I can't move that brick if it's the only thing supporting the one above it.
There we go. I noticed that the puzzles in the inventory, for some reason it shows up
Question
sometimes.
Is this the unpronounceable name of some Anasazi god or something?
Sometimes it doesn't. So
Question.
if I click on that like 3 times, you might get to see it once or twice. So maybe I'll start looking at inventory items 3 times. I don't know. This is only this video or maybe possibly one after this, so I don't think it really matters. Kind of a shame that for whatever reason it doesn't record correctly, and I've tried all the different settings. Oh, there's a shelf with some items over there. Good toss, good toss. So we get some electrical tape. And a small torch. Also, there's a lot of flickering when it's recorded. I'm pretty sure it has to do with the fact that I'm full screen recording. And for some reason, the Bandicam just doesn't pick it up. I tried doing it with Camtasia as well. And that program's just hell, pain in the ass to full screen record. It's much better for Windows, boxes, stuff. And as far as I know, there's no way to force this Tex Murphy game into window mode. I tried all the tricks. Forcing programs that force window mode, -W after the executable. Shit just don't work. Let's cut our way out of here.
I crawled through the hole in the bars, climbed over the railing, and jumped down to the cell block floor. I quickly realized I had two problems. One, I had no idea where to start looking, and two, the cell block was being monitored by a security droid. It wasn't that smart, but if I wasn't in a cell when it passed me on the ground level, I'd be Hamburger Helper. Maybe I should unroll this. Looks like I'll need a key.
Looks like a key to me. Alright, you can relax a bit here. Block B, there's no robots. Safety first. Of course. Get us a little gas mask.
Looks like I'll need a key.
Alcatraz security card. Need to get into a cell quick because that droid you saw flying above will smoke your ass. You can hear him hover over you. Oh, hello. Want to get that key and probably save again.
Naturally.
And try not to get shot by the droid.
Luckily.
I realized very quickly that the droid in cell block C was more sophisticated than the others. If it passed directly overhead, or if I was anywhere near it on the ground floor, I'd get roasted.
Yeah, we got roasted toasted, alright.
That wouldn't have been the best way.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Alright, no robots here in D's nuts. That's interesting. Looks like a bunch of explosives or something.
This thing looks pretty corroded. I guess it only controls the 10 cell doors on the ground level. And if it's not working correctly, it'll be a trick to figure out where to move the lever to open the cell I want to get into.
So basically E plus 0 equals 2 and 0 minus C or O minus C equals 8. Yields the value for E is minus 3 and O is plus 5. So what does that mean? Well, if you put the lever into an even number, it's actually a cell door is going to open is going to be for 3 less. If you, for example, if you position it to 8, it's going to open cell 5. If you do an odd number, it's going to do plus 5 to whatever the number is. So if you put it in position 1, it's going to open cell door 6. And let me look at this a couple times just in case you don't get to see it.
These levers must control the cell doors.
Hopefully you saw it that time, and if not that time, hopefully you see it this time. We're simply going to put the position in 10. That is going to open cell door 7.
This cell's full of ancient supply crates. I'll be too old to be of any use. This timer and detonator could be a useful item.
And here we are in the Alcatraz dungeon. Alright, alright.
Heavy metal doors.
No shit.
Supply crates. Gideon must be planning on holing up here for a while.
It would seem so.
There's a dirty air filter in the garbage bag. What do we have here? Looks like a dirty air filter. What do we have? This timer and detonator could be a useful item.
Perhaps. Whoa, a derelict droid.
This looks like it came off that droid. It's probably busted.
It's a robot tool. That's what we're calling it, the robot tool.
Well, this is quite the air filtration system. Must be a clean room and some computer equipment around here somewhere. There seems to be a problem with one of these units. A warning light's flashing. Maintenance droid replaced the filter and then exited through a door at the end of the hall.
Got me a screwdriver. Alright, so now we need to get some gas, because we're going to make a gas bomb. Unfortunately, we need to go...
I had no choice but to pursue another solution.
Oops, didn't mean to go in front of him. That was poopy.
Well, this is quite the air filtration system. Must be a clean door at the end of the hall. Supply crates.
Okay, now we actually want to go back to Block C. And we'll conveniently hide in here. Or wait.
I can't get out of the cell block unless I get by the security droid.
Hold on. Son of a bitch. Okay, yeah. Gotta go to location C, like I just did. Deja vu. This time we're trying to get all the way to the end of the hall without dying like a retard. And I like to go a little bit and save. And I believe if you press yourself up against the wall, he can't see you here.
That gas canister is bolted tightly to the piping.
So you need the screwdriver to get that.
Of course, that idea would have just gotten me killed.
I like booking it, man. He's got a funky pattern. Alright. So now we got the gas canister. And let's go ahead and save again for good measure.
This filter is spotless. Must have been replaced recently.
And we're going to use the explosives with the gas canister to make a explosivo gas canister. We combine that on the dirty filter. And watch what happens. Let the fun begin. Nighty-night, bitch. Because of course Tex would never kill anybody unless he had to.
Judging by the amount of hair on this brush, I'm guessing Mr. Gideon may want to check into a hair replacement system before too long.
Alright, so we got some of his hair from the brush.
At the rate I'm going, security guards everywhere will start referring to me as the Sandman. great, a DNA scanner. I won't be able to bluff my way through this. The pad on the floor scans for correct DNA makeup.
Well, I got his hair. So I got his DNA. Biatch! Welcome, Tex, to the Enter Sanctum.
Flipped through the DNA scanner and entered some kind of computer control center. I walked up to what looked like a central terminal and typed in the word stalemate.
Get ready for some chess shit.
A man popped up telling me to insert a pass card.
You'd gotten into the system.
The 8 pass
Got
codes
out
on the
8
back of the
STD
puzzle.
pass cards and inserted one into the console. At that point, it asked me for a password, which I had to type in.
Stalemate sequence initiated. To deactivate Overlord, insert pass cards now.
Draw is the second one. Castle for C. The D card is going to be Gambit. The E card is going to be Bishop. Hopefully you guys can see this. If not, there's not much to it. Just putting the cards into the slot and typing in the password. Resign is the next password. The G card is going to be Checkmate. And the last card, H, is going to be Knight. Whoa. Welcome to the most kick-ass game of fucking chess you've ever seen.
Immediately, Mr. Murphy.
Sorry, Mr. Gideon, I can't do that.
You don't understand what you're doing. I am not the enemy.
I know, but Overlord is.
Oh, snap.
Then you do not understand its purpose.
I think I do. Do you know how close Law and Order came to overtaking your system?
A calculated risk, my friend. It is the only solution.
Well, a lot of innocent people have been killed. I'm just trying to make sure there are no more victims.
It is better that some die, rather than allow the entire planet to degenerate into total chaos.
No one's got the right to play God.
I agree. It's unconscionable. But the fact is, it's done every day, and moreover by people who aspire to nothing more than avarice and domination. What do you imagine stopping me will accomplish?
But what do you think you'll accomplish?
Overlord is the hope, Mr. Murphy. Oh, with it, I can influence events in the global political arena for good.
Good for you, maybe.
Good for all those who respect mercy and justice.
You've created just a little bit of a monster here, Mr. Gideon. It wouldn't be the first time you lost control of your creation. Law and Order Party was going to use it for its own purposes. Other groups are going to try, and eventually one of them's going to succeed. This little nightmare of yours has got to be destroyed.
Oh, I pity your blindness, and regret that you cannot be reasoned with. Let the match begin.
I'm black, right?
Oh, I'm afraid not. But, you have the first move.
Well, that's good.
Found myself looking out over a huge virtual chessboard covered with chessmen. Gideon had said that I was white, which of course had fewer pieces. Some type of 3D interface popped up with a menu of 8 possible moves on it. As far as I could tell, Call had programmed it so I'd have to choose the correct sequence of moves in order to checkmate the Black King and deactivate Overlord.
Can I save? Alright, so for the first move I did RD1 down here. Let's do RxE7. Rook goes forward. Check your ass. Gotta play aggressive with this guy. Queen takes pawn, puts the king in check. King kills my queen. Bishop got the king in check. King pusses out like a little bitch and hides behind the knight. Bishop moves in for the kill. King couldn't kill him because the rook would have knocked his ass out. But the king can hide behind my own bishop. Oh!
System deactivated.
Oh! Checkmate, bitch! Checkmate, bitch! Mommy broke my toy.
Checkmate, Mr. Gideon.
Here comes the pistola. What a sore loser. I lost a chest. Now I will blow my fucking brains out. Or I will have some wine and some whiskey with you, Mr. Tex.
Your case is finished. I've been saving this to celebrate my success. I suppose I should drink to yours. To the future.
Okay. That was an odd shift. Gun in hand to suicidal looking face to drinking back some 1,000-year-old whiskey. Oh, smoking a stove too. What's he gonna do? Roll his wheelchair off the fucking ledge?
Mr. Murphy? I shan't be needing it anymore.
Find a penny, pick it up. All the day you'll have good luck. See you, Buck. Harley.
So, Mr. Tex Murphy, private investigator, are you ready to take the dive?
Depends. What's in it for me?
Well, let me give you a little taste.
Keep talking.
Well, how about a romantic night in the Caribbean or sun-filled days on the beaches of Rio? How about skiing in the Alps?
I don't ski.
I'll teach you how to ski, among other things.
I'm kind of a white picket fence, kids, dog kind of guy.
We'll talk about that later. Right now, we have the whole world to explore.
Yeah, are you kidding me?
You know, Sylvia, I've been thinking. $1 million isn't what it used to be. I think we need to get an investment counselor.
Well, $850,000.
We've already spent $150,000?
But that reminds me, I got a little something for you. Hold on.
That's why there's more Tex Murphy games. This bitch went broke in a day.
Do this.
This is in celebration of solving your first case.
A pasty white leg? Great. Hopefully you got some vaginal reconstructive surgery.
All great detectives wear hats. I thought you should have a fedora.
Hope you didn't pay too much for it.
I paid way too much for it.
What's this?
This was supposed to have been owned by Humphrey Bogart. I know how much you like him.
Here, help me try it on. Maybe we can put it in a frame or something. I don't know what to say.
Say thank you, Sylvia.
Thank you, Sylvia.
Would you like one?
Sure, doll. Why not? Gideon was probably right.
No, he wasn't. You were. Hey, this is not a perfect world, and no one expects it to be. But the most important thing is our freedom. The freedom to make choices for ourselves. And yes, every now and again, maybe the freedom to make an occasional mistake. You are much too critical of yourself.
It's just that I guess I'm not used to hanging my heart out on my sleeve. I feel like I'm bleeding all over you.
Hey, whose idea was it? It was mine, wasn't to have this talk. And you know what? I appreciate how honest and forthright you've been.
Hell, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm sitting here with the world's most wonderful woman, and I haven't been able to make a commitment to you. No, I saved my commitment for women like Sylvia, who caused me nothing but grief. Sonny and Gideon, they were right, because I didn't know anything about life. And I was just getting set up for a big fall, I can tell you that right now. Didn't even take very long with Sylvia. I mean, Sylvia was the only woman that I ever trusted enough with my heart. And not only did she not want it, she punched a hole in it with her high heel as she walked out the door.
I am so sorry that you've had to go through all this. I know how hard this has been for you to open up and to talk to me. You okay?
Yeah, I'm feeling very vulnerable and I feel stark naked. But, for some strange reason, I actually feel better. Go figure.
Good. Because I know how hard it is for you manly men to open up to us women. But sometimes it helps to share the pain. And who knows, maybe it'll get rid of all those nightmares you were telling me about.
Yeah, that'd be nice. You're a wonderful woman, did you know that?
I know. Right now, we're just very good friends who happen to be attracted to each other.
Extremely attracted to each other.
Oh, okay. Well, do you remember what you said a few minutes ago about being very attractive?
I think the wording was very, very attractive.
I have something better for you to do with your mouth.
I got something better for you to do with your mouth. It's called Let's Play Kiss the Mushroom. That's some sloppy ass kissing, Jesus.
Oh, no!
What? It's me. It's me. It's my breath.
No, it has nothing to do with
I
you.
shouldn't have had the garlic sauce.
Look. Our speeder. It has been stolen. Somebody has stolen our car.
Oh.
Can't believe this. Man, I knew it. It was just too good to be true. The best moment of my life, followed by the world's worst. I mean, here I am, my speeder's stolen out here. I'm sitting on a great... God, that was hot!
It's Tex. Look, it's gonna be okay. Look, why don't we take a cab home? We'll call the police from home, and then tomorrow we'll call the insurance company. You don't have insurance? Oh.
Well, I did have insurance, but the fact of the matter was I was never using it, so I kind of let the policy expire.
Okay, so maybe the police can help you track it.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure the police are gonna drop everything for Murphy's missing speeder.
Oi! You guys saving that spot or what?
Hell no, if you want it, take it.
You okay?
You know, actually, our speeder was just stolen.
Bummer.
Yeah, it is.
Tell you what, would you guys like a lift to the cop shop?
No, we'll walk.
He's really just trying to do us a favor.
Chelsea, I'm getting a really bad feeling about this. It's like some sort of deja vu or something.
Oh, come on. I think you're just upset over losing the speeder. Look, don't be stubborn right now. You know what? We would really appreciate it. Would you?
Hop in.
Thank you very much.
Glad to help.
Oh, look. His hat is even uglier than yours.
What's wrong with my hat?
It's a shame to lose such a good parking spot.
Yeah, well, thanks for reminding me.
Sorry about that. Pity about the speeder.
We'll be okay. Hey, thank you very much again for the ride.
Pleasure. Glad to help.
This is a long ending.
The most exotic and exquisite exhibit of the decade. The Fabergé World Tour 44. All mad like a ethereal Russian. Don't
So you folks from around here?
Oh, my name's Chelsea.
Name's Dalton.
Hey, thank you.
Breaking Rule 24.
Thanks for sitting up front.
This is not a good idea.
What do you want want me to do about
Now
it?
that we're 50 feet off the ground, I don't know.
Who's your mate?
Oh, that's Tex. He's having a very bad day.
That true, Tex?
Oh no, everything's just going peachy.
Well, things could get worse, sir.
Oh! To be continued. That dastardly Australian kidnapped us. Alright, folks, that's it for Tex Murphy Overseer. Stay tuned for Tesla Effect. Get ready for some really lame music.
Don't ask questions, I'll tell you no lie. Can't you see the truth is there when you look in my eyes? Such a long story, that's no alibi. I'm stuck here on the ground, learning to fly. I'm trying to so hard talking, things get in the way. And every time we meet it seems I have nothing to say. The gloom is rising, I can see in your eyes that you are here to take the time to teach me to fly, and I'm trying to I've got shadows that are my friends, keep me posted where the road may bend, and these shadows, they don't pretend, creating doorways at every dead end. At every dead end. The sun is rising on another day, and once again my heart begins to feel this way. No more shadows, only this place, and the light that seems to shine in your beautiful face, and I'm ready to fly, not trying to not trying to not trying to
Oh yeah, Overseer. Twice the mystery, twice the adventure. 10 CDs in all. Under the Killing Moon and the Pandora Directive. Call toll free 800-800-4880. You've successfully completed Tex Murphy, Overseer on gamer level. Final scores 3791 out of 4,000. Not too shabby, Tex.